Here I am, your happiness igniter, and I wanted to pop on today again to, I just wanted to take a few minutes to talk about a couple of things. Um, it's it's kind of hard. It's a little bit hard to talk about, but last weekend was my 5-year anniversary from having what I call, you could call it a mental breakdown. You could call it a um, you could call it a rejuvenation or a purpose finding, but it wasn't at the time. It wasn't easy, and I had to step back from a job that I really liked and quit actually, and find myself again. Because what happened to me, I'm sure has happened to people out there, and I want to share my journey and let you know that you can be happy again, you can be present again, you can be excited again, you can be smiling again, and loving people again. So I'm kind of proof of what has happened and what is happening, but I want to take you through a couple of steps. And my first step was really taking a step back and making a decision for me, and what I needed to do to be mentally healthy, and that was really quitting my job. I didn't know where I was going to go or what I was going to do at that point in time. I decided to spend that summer at my cottage at the lake, and it's a happy place for me. It was a refuge. There's a word for it, and I can't think of it right now. A refuge, I guess, for me, because I could do some meditation, do some reflecting, and find myself again. Really, that's what I needed to do. After having 4 kids, which was absolutely amazing, and being a mother, and then the kids growing up, and menopause kicking in wasn't a great thing. My anxiety was so high that the breakdown came, and I was just so much inside my head, inside the what ifs, inside the future, inside the past, worrying, just not there, not to the point where, somebody would ask me a question or tell me something, and I didn't hear it. I honestly didn't hear it. Having panic attacks fairly regularly, not sleeping, so many different things. So going out to the cottage for that time gave me a chance to breathe again. When I'm just thinking about it, I can feel the anxiety coming in, but gave me a chance to just breathe again. And I'd strongly recommend, if that's happening with you, that's something that you can definitely look at doing if you have the opportunity, like I did. Thank goodness I have this amazing husband that let me have that time to do it, and just take the step back that I needed to, and start finding what I wanted to find. So if you're like that or feeling that, know that I totally understand where you're coming from, and that there's help out there, right? I didn't know that. I felt really alone. I felt not enough. I felt like I wasn't worthy. And that's not me. If you knew the teenager me, that wasn't me at all. And I felt like I wasn't in line with my purpose, if that makes sense. So, I can tell you that most of that summer I spent researching anxiety, because I knew I had anxiety. I was diagnosed with anxiety when I was 17. So I knew that I had anxiety. I talked about some medication and going on some medication, and that medication kept going higher and higher, and it was too much. It was making me drowsy. So went just back down to a 10 to help me control those panic attacks. So that 10 milligrams. So that made a lot of sense. and actually found, I wish his first name is Tim, and he was an anxiety, he's a podcaster actually, and talked about anxiety a lot. And I wish I could find him again. I'll have to do some research again and find him so I can tell you exactly how and give him some credit. But he taught me about what anxiety was and how to control it better, I guess is the way. And that research really helped me. And I know that one of these days I'm actually going to do a course for people with anxiety and give them all the things that I did so that you don't have to do the research that I did, that you can just go and look into different things. So yeah, that's the first thing that I did. Hi, Jess. The second thing that I really did was finding a therapist, believe it or not. I needed to find somebody that understood outside of everybody else what was happening with my mind, actually, and really understand and know that I wasn't crazy, that this is something that happens to people. And started working with that and through some of the trauma. And that started helping me as well. So there was that. The next thing that was cool was I found my people. Or I found the first group of my people, I guess. And I needed to come up with something that I wanted to do that I was passionate about, that was aligning with my soul. And I always loved to coach. No matter what I did, I was always doing some kind of coaching. So whether it was managing retail, managing sales coaching, or talking with people, or just, I've always done that. And I love working with people in that sense. And that's when I met our coaching team. And you can check it. We actually all started at the same time. We all started taking our coaching certification at the same time. And those are the coaches on betteryou.coach. So you might want to check that out, betteryou.coach. They are the most amazing people, and I love them to bits and pieces. They're just the greatest support. So finding my people made a huge difference. I was happier. I could connect with people and not feel bad. So that was kind of my first thought with it. I could go on and on. I could tell you that, I found some products that really worked for me, that helped me with some energy, helped me stay more focused. And that, that's my Arbonne product. So that was really helpful for me as well. And going through this all consistently at the same time, as well. So I kind of just wanted to get on here and give you the first few months of this, and let you know that if you're going through some of the same things, some of the issues, that it's okay. It's okay. You'll get through it. I promise. And you'll be smiling again like I am. You'll be excited again like I am. You'll be present again like I am. And, if that's something that's happening to you, by all means, reach out. Let me know what's going on. And, maybe we can connect on that situation. And I don't know. I don't know if I can help. Maybe I can help a little bit. And if I can, great. But I can tell you what I did to help myself, so that it doesn't take you as long to do what I did. It's not going to take you, hopefully it's not going to take you 5 years to get here. And the journey is still going on. It's a journey for sure. But I don't ever want to go back there. It scares me to think of the idea of going back there. And I have a real passion for mental health, and want to make sure that people are helped, or I can give support where people need support, or you know, I can I can recommend things to a certain degree. So just wanted you all to know that if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if this is something that you've been thinking about and you don't have the support out there, to reach out so that we can support each other. Okay, love you all. Keep smiling, and I'll probably pop in tomorrow and let you know what else has happened in those 5 years and what else has helped me. So rock and roll, keep smiling, love you all, and thanks for listening.